Hey everybody, welcome to a new, exciting edition of Toontastic. As you can see our lovely faces. Well, at least those of you who watch the live video. If you're listening to us on Apple or Spotify, I'm sorry, tough luck. However, if you go to our YouTube channel, Toontastic Journeys, you will find us there live and get to see our beautiful, handsome faces and beautiful, pretty faces and just enjoy this new perspective.
Hey, pretty.
Hell yeah. I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty.
So pretty.
All right, I'm going to spare your ears right now because I've been talking at work all day and my voice is sounding harsh and I know I can't sing, so I'm going to stop it there. Anyways, for those of you guys who might be new, Toontastic Journeys, we are the podcast that likes to take you on that trip of nostalgia back to the days of Saturday morning and weekday afternoon cartoons. And we like to do so with adult perspective, where we talk about them with some adult language. And so, first things first, if you are listening with your kids, I'm going to let you know right now there will be some adult language. And we won't be lewd and rude just to be lewd and rude, but it will happen. So you've been warned. If you keep listening, well, that's on you. Second off, this is a podcast about cartoons, movies, and shows. That being said, there will be spoilers about what we're talking about. That said, however, before we get into the spoiler stuff, you will know what we're talking about, and I will also let you know where to find it. And finally, hey, you know what? We're here to have fun, so I hope you enjoy it. That being said, I know I'm going to have a good talk, because I'm joined by two of my favorite people. Laura, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Yeah, you see your wave now, too. All
All right.
right. And then I got my boy CJ. How you doing, CJ?
What up? It's your boy CJ. I love being here with these people. And damn it, I actually got drunk this weekend, and I wrote a script for you, and I forgot to send it to you.
Ah, next time, next time.
I was like, oh, dude, this is perfect opening.
That is pretty cool. I like it. All right. Well, so y'all know we are launching into something special. Not only is this the relaunch of Toontastic Journeys with video now, but we are launching into spooky season. It is October. Well, at least you're going to be listening to this in October. And because it's spooky season, we all love it. We're going to do something special for y'all. We are going to be releasing a new episode of Toontastic Journeys every Saturday this month. And then a special episode on Friday the 31st. That's right, we're dropping one on Halloween night for y'all. And they're all going to be spooktacular, with a little scariness to them, or a little Halloweeniness to them. And the first one up to bat is Batman The Long Halloween. Now, this movie comes in two parts, and we are going to cover both parts today. And if you haven't seen it yet, now's the time where I tell you where to watch it. You watch it, and then you come back. Unfortunately, unlike most of the stuff we watch, this isn't streaming for free anywhere at the moment. It used to be on Max, but it's not anymore. However, it is available to rent everywhere that you can rent videos. And so, you can look on Prime or I don't know what else people rent videos on, because I don't really do that. But wherever you can rent them,
Pretty much every streaming service allows you to rent stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. So just Google it and you can find it and watch it, and it's a pretty good little movie. So for those of you who have never heard of Batman The Long Halloween, it originally was a comic book. It was a comic book series. Well, not a series. It was like a mini series, basically like a special issue that they did for it. And it went for 13 issues, and it was written by Jeff Loeb. And basically the story covers Batman just a few years removed from starting to be the Cape Crusader. And so there's no Robin in this one. But basically he's investigating a murder that occurs on Halloween and ends up going through the whole year, the series of murders on each holiday up until the next Halloween, which is why the name The Long Halloween. And so they made it into an animated movie, and they made it into two parts because it's a long-ass story, but it's a good story. I love it. Personally, I found it to be really cool because it got into a lot of like the stuff that kind of gets overlooked sometimes in the cartoons and in the movies, and that's dealing with like both the Falcone and Maroni crime families, a little bit of police corruption, but not a lot of that. But also just we get like the early origin story for Harvey Dent, and we get to see some cool relationships happen But overall, man, I really enjoyed the comic, and so when they announced that they were doing this movie, I was excited. How did you guys feel when you guys first heard about this or knew we were going to do this movie? Laura, I know you're a big Batman fan.
Actually didn't know about it. So when you guys introduced the idea of doing this one,
Mm-hmm.
that was the first time I heard about it. So
Nice.
yep.
What about you, CJ?
Yeah, no. When I was looking up, like Halloween style animated movies, I saw this. I'm like, fuck yes, we're doing this. Dude, yeah, it's bad. Yeah, I just wish it had more to do with Halloween. It's not. Yeah, yeah. This goes through a whole year and of
Yeah.
all the different holidays. Yeah, and it shows how much Batman sucked back then.
He did.
He's still learning. I mean, he wasn't even a great detective. He realizes in the movie, he's
Oh
like,
no, he
oh,
was not.
I realized I was going to have to be a detective.
Like,
And he gets his butt whooped a
what
couple
you
of
think you're supposed to
times.
be doing? Like,
Just being vengeance, scaring a few people. Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I'm just out here to beat the shit out of people. I ain't trying to solve no crimes.
I mean, we start with him operating long enough that the bat signal's there. We're dealing with a captain, not Commissioner Jim Gordon, and he has alliance with Batman, and they introduce Harvey Dent as part of their little alliance to take down the Falcones and the Maronis together, with Dent working in the light and Batman working in the dark, which is interesting because that's kind of where a lot of the inspiration from the Dark Knight. They took some inspiration for this story for Harvey Dent's transformation in that movie as well, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, you got unseasoned Batman, and he definitely takes a few hard hits in here. He's not the typical Dark
A
Knight
few.
just beating ass. Like he definitely gets whipped up quite a bit. You know, but yeah, basically the story starts with us being introduced to those characters, and then a witness that Harvey Dent had that was going to, basically rat on Maroni, or not Maroni, but on the Falcones, gets shot and killed in a bathtub during Halloween, even though he's under police protection, and a gun with a baby bottle nipple for a silencer and a pumpkin's left at the scene. And that's what starts the investigation. And so, what are your thoughts, CJ, on this young Bruce Wayne Batman, this
Okay.
unseasoned Batman?
Yeah. Honestly, I actually have like two. I like when I was doing my notes and everything. I wrote
Hmm.
them as two separate characters.
Okay,
Because they pretty much are.
they are. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But first, I want to say, dude, the animation for this was not great. They tried to make it comic book like, and they failed.
I
Yeah.
was gonna mention
Now,
that too.
my friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, or Neighbor
Hmm.
Spider-Man, they did it right.
No,
But
I
this
agree
one,
with you 100%. Because, like, they started this new animation style with this new series of movies they did after the last series of movies, ended in Dark Side, Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. And then when they started this new series of movies called Tomorrowland, is the overarching name of them, they did this weird style, and it does take a lot to get used to. I had that in my notes too. Like, it's weird. It only bugs me when it's slow. When action happens, it's good. It's not too bad. But sometimes it's like it's just standing still. you know?
yeah, the action scenes are great in this movie, though.
Absolutely. I'm
Yeah,
sorry though. I was asking you about Batman and Bruce Wayne.
yeah, yeah. All right, yeah. I'll start off with yeah, Bruce Wayne. Uh, yeah, no, I don't like this Bruce Wayne character. He's very
Hmm.
standoffish, not pleasant to be around at all. Like very sarcastic. Like, Bruce Wayne. No, he, he's not like the best person, but he's a good host. And he's like, he's a good host, and he knows how to play up to the crowd. He knows how to play, and he attracts all the women. Yeah, that's what he's good for. Like in this, nobody likes him. He ain't getting no girls. He ain't got no friends. Like, nobody want to be around Bruce Wayne. He's a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. He does, but I don't think that girl's interested in Bruce Wayne.
no, not at all. Mm,
Yeah, she is.
mm,
Yeah, she is. She's the very beginning. She's at the end. She's with him throughout the whole thing.
yeah, no. No, she more like
Yeah.
Batman character. No,
You mean you're
Selena.
talking about Selena, right?
So, yeah, she was there at the very beginning. At
hmm
Thanksgiving. Well, definitely at least Thanksgiving. But I mean, yeah, no, she's been through the whole thing with him,
Yeah, but I think
even though
she's
they
more
never really
interested
talked
in
about it.
him as Batman than she is as him as Bruce.
Yeah, I
Well,
agree.
the two.
He's actually
Like
a
she
different.
knows the
Yeah, he's
true
actually a
Bruce.
different person as Batman. He's still a
But
complete
I'm glad
asshole.
you
Still
brought
there
that up.
during Bruce. Like the cape and cowl on or off, she's there.
Well, and that's
Yeah,
what
she
I
has to
like
be.
about this
Yeah.
is they give us that relationship in a way that we don't get often, and it's where they already know each other, secret identities.
hmm
You don't always get that right away, or you get it part way through. But to start this movie off, you don't quite know at first that they know, but as the movie goes on, you realize they both know their secret identities. And yeah, she was ride or die for him in this movie. Like I loved it. Like honestly, she was the MVP of the movie for me because she pulled
Yeah.
Batman's ass out of all the bad situations during the whole damn movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually love Catwoman in this version.
She was
They
great.
actually, yeah, they did her justice. Because like, yeah, because even in the comics, like, she's really pretty much Batman's equal and opposite. In
Mm-hmm.
so many different ways. Even after Bane broke his back and he's trying to get back into it, he went with her to train.
Yep.
So dude, like, she is the shit, and they actually showed it in this. It was great.
Yeah, she was whooping all kinds of ass in this. I loved it, man. And it was kind of cool seeing her also kind of be investigating the same way kind of he was for her own reasons that we find out later. Which is the whole thing about Carmine Falcone being her dad. Am I saying that right? Did they call it Falcone in the movie or did they call it
Yes,
Falcone?
yeah,
It is Falcone. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Carmine
so
Falcone.
being the Roman, being his daughter and everything, being a story. Interestingly enough, they actually have two comics that are follow-ups to this. It's Dark Victory, where he's hunting another serial killer, but then there's Catwoman in Italy, and it's basically her in Italy tracking down her family heritage and her mom and stuff. I haven't read either one of those, but they're on my list now.
Catwoman, Italy. That's a name for you. Yeah, all right. We're gonna put as much thought into the comic book as possible, but then like, ah, fuck the name.
Or it might have been Catwoman When in Rome. Yeah, I think it's called When in Rome. Never mind. They put a little more thought than I thought, but not much. Not much, just a little bit more. They at least
Yeah,
added a pun.
yeah, all right, yeah. You know what? Yeah,
What do they
I
say?
just
When
put
in
Tom Happen.
Rome?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Laura, I didn't ask you. What did you think of the animation style?
I liked parts of it. It's
Mm-hmm.
different. It seems like they're going off of some of the animated series. Um, the shading, some of the it's I like parts of it. I hated um, what is her name? I have it written down somewhere. Dent's wife.
Gilda?
I hated the way they drew her.
Gilda Dent?
Yep, hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you feel like they drew her too small, or was it the eyes, or the hair?
Eyes, all of it,
Everything, huh? All of it.
All
Okay.
of it.
whole thing. She looked
Yeah.
dead inside. I mean, everyone else had a little bit more to it, and that might have been on purpose.
Yeah, I do wonder because maybe they were trying to hint at her the whole time, and that was their way to do it. Like, hey, something's off. Because I know the first time I watched this, which mind you, the Holiday Killer is actually a different person in the comic book, and so
Okay,
like,
isn't it?
yeah, I think it ends up being. I have to remember. I think it ends up being Alberto in the book. It's either him or Sophia, one of the two, but I just can't remember. But yeah, and so but the whole time I'm like, it's her. It's her because she just looks suspicious every time. It was acting really
He is
weird. And I was like,
suspicious.
I think
Oh
it's her.
yeah. I'm glad you ain't on my jury. You look suspicious.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. I was
But
profiling
I
like a
agree though.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I agree. I knew from the beginning it was her. Oh, and Batman, it took you over a year to figure this shit out. Yeah, yeah. And
Did you
every
have
suspect,
any?
yeah, every suspect he get fucking dies. Bro, you suck. You're horrible.
It took him all the way to the end.
Yeah.
What did you think, Laura? Did you immediately suspect her, or?
thought it was Dent for a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
Really good chunk, because you could see parts of Two-Face coming out where he's just little glimpses, little phrases, talking about himself in the third person, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, it's not him, but it's got to be her. And then
Gotcha. What did you think of Dent in this film and the way they handled his transformation into Two-Face?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It was pretty good. It's very, very classic, going from, Harvey to Two-Face.
Absolutely. I love that they established the Two-Face personality was there under the surface the whole time, and the accidents what brought it out. I thought that was pretty cool, especially they use his voice every now and then, run, and the courtroom scene where he's just losing his damn marbles is great. I enjoyed that whole thing. Everybody's laughing. I'm like, is that really happening or is that in his head? What's going on? They was roasting him like, oh, so bad.
Oh, dude, I thought he was gonna go ballistic right there.
I was waiting for him to just grab the guy and start punching him or something.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, or he's gonna like eyeball somebody with a pencil. Yeah, it could have gone either way.
It could. What did you think of the way they handled the transformation, CJ?
Oh, dude, I thought it was good. And I actually love the Harvey Dent character. I like him way better than Batman. I like him way better than Batman and Bruce Wayne. Dude, his character actually had layers, and it was great to watch. He was quick witted. He was quick witted and funny. And he was matching fucking Batman for wits. Yeah, but
he was.
But still, though, the best version of Two-Face is fucking Batman animated. You're not gonna top that. And the transformation. Oh, dude. Yeah, you're not beating that. Like Harvey Dent and Big Bad Harv. Yeah.
Big Bad Harv. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh man, that was the shit.
Another thing I liked is they very much highlighted the fact that, like, hey, Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent are two sides of the coin. One for the light, one for the day. But then it's shown in so many other ways, like the initial meeting with Jim, and Batman does his disappearing thing. He's like, I hate when he does that. He turns around and Dent's gone too.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and them kind of having the same stature. Yeah, I thought that was really well done.
Yeah, what do you think about Gordon?
I was just about to get there. I like Jim Gordon in this. You get a young Jim Gordon, but he's still the Jim Gordon we're used to, and we get to see a little bit of his family life, which was really cool because, we see him that Halloween getting ready to take out the kids, Barbara. In this one, they have Jim Gordon, which I love. It's such an obscure character. I don't think did they have James Gordon Jr. in the animated series at all? I don't remember them having. Yeah, I think he wasn't even introduced in the comics at that time. They don't really approach on anything that says he ends up being a psycho or anything like that, but I always get excited to see his character just because I know what happens with him later. But, we get to see him and Barbara, and when he gets that call, all of them are disappointed because they know what that means. And I love Barbara's line. It just cuts straight to the heart when her mom's like, well, people are counting on him. I was counting on him too. And I'm just like,
that's
right in the heart. I was counting on him too. Oh, made me feel bad. But I liked him in here. He definitely did his thing. He showed to be competent. And, what about you, Laura? What did you think of old Captain Jim Gordon there?
He was pretty good. I liked how they drew him. Voice acting was good. I did want to touch on Bruce real quick.
Uh-huh.
What was going on with this, running with eyeliner all the time? Did you guys notice that?
Mm-hmm. I know it was weird because they showed it a lot when he was just Bruce. Because I know as Batman, he uses the eyeliner to black out the eyes in the suit. Yeah. But I don't know. He still got it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's just he's bad at cover up. He's trying to cover them black eyes.
The circles, them raccoons.
Yeah, no, and he gets beat up a lot. Yeah.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah. Yeah, Batman was getting snuck in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, as the story goes forward, more and more of Carmine Falcone's men get killed during the holidays by the holiday killer. And we get introduced to several of Batman's rogue gallery people. One of my favorites, Solomon Grundy, is
Yeah,
established, introduced.
that's my boy.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
don't get to see him pop up as much often, and so I was kind of happy. And they did a good job showing him to be like this kind of juvenile, not quite understanding what's going on around him, but able to be manipulated by people in a bad way. But you said you was pretty excited to see him, Laura. Yeah. What did you think of the way they wrote him on here?
I think they did a really, really good job. Having Batman actually bring Grundy like Thanksgiving.
Right?
That was really nice.
That was nice.
Yeah, and Grundy, he's kind of bad, but he's. What was his story? He was a mobster that was killed and then cursed, and then is pretty much a zombie, right?
Yeah. So they threw him in this cursed swamp, and it transformed him into like a zombie. Yeah. What about right? And then it's like, here's this 5-year-old who has all this strength, enormous power, and can't die, and then he can barely communicate. Sometimes they make him where he communicates like a child, but other times all he says is the whole "born on a Monday" rhyme. But yeah, CJ's having a little bit of technical difficulties, but I'm sure he'll be back soon. Oh, there you are. What about you? How'd you like Solomon Grundy in here?
Oh, dude, Gritty was my boy. Always. I love him. Yeah, and I like how he was ready to crush that dude's skull. But I was like, no, let me take him. Yeah, like, let me take him, and I'll make sure he doesn't come down here and bother you again. He's like, all right,
Right?
here you go. Like, all right, you can have him. So he's not like the big scary monster that, like some places try to make him out to be. So I love when like they do him like correct like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause I've only seen it in like a couple different pieces.
Right? Well,
Yeah,
usually you see him a lot more in stuff like Justice League stuff. And so, it's always nice to see him in like a Batman project.
yeah. The latest thing I seen him in was Stargirl.
That's right. He was on Stargirl.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's a
yeah.
good
See,
show.
and
If y'all haven't seen Stargirl, watch it.
and he was more like this.
Mm,
He was strong. He was strong as shit, and he could like whoop some ass. But he didn't really want to. He only did. He's usually out of self-defense. He's trying.
right.
He's just trying to chill and mind his own business.
Right.
He,
Most of the time, he just want to be left alone.
yeah, yeah. You mind your business,
Mm.
not my mind.
Now, because this one dealt a lot with the mob, especially the Falcones and the Maronis to a small degree, we get to spend a lot of time with the whole Falcone family. Carmine, his son Alberto, the other son, what was his name here?
Didn't matter.
Looking up real quick. Didn't matter. He died. But yeah, Vincent. Vincent. And then we also get to meet his aunt or cousin, Carla Vitti. Oh, his sister, Carla
Sister.
Vitti. Yeah,
Yeah.
and his daughter, Sophia. And I don't know what's in the Falcone family, but they women is thick. They all built thick. And
Yeah,
scary thick.
yeah,
Like,
they is.
not like, not snack thick, but like beat the hell out of you thick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the ham hocks, bro. Yeah.
Man.
They can throw
Well,
overhand right like a motherfucker.
right? I don't know. I kind of like the way they wrote Falcone because instead of him being kind of just one-dimensional gangster, they kind of gave him like a little bit of complexity because you see how much he cares about his kids, even when he's kind of being a douche to them. You could tell like there's a little bit of caring there. What you guys feel about it? What you guys think of the way they wrote Carmine?
Honestly, I thought it was a pretty standard version of Carmine.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see anything different or new established from like any other version of him that I've seen.
Gotcha. What
Yeah,
about you,
I've
Laura?
seen better versions than
Oh, sorry,
Gotham.
Cedar. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the show Gotham actually had a better version.
Gotham is great. That show did have a good version. What about you, Laura? Yeah. Well, it's interesting because they spin a lot of story on this whole storyline of how Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne end up working together with Falcone to build all these hospitals. And that legacy in the fact that, hey, you worked with the devil to create this good thing, and even though it's a good thing, working with the devil's not a good thing, and the idea of Bruce Wayne being Batman not just to avenge them but to redeem them in the eyes of Gotham. And I thought that was kind of an interesting bit of story to have in there. I mean, I've seen similar storylines and other things, so it's not like out the blue. But I liked seeing the way that that worked, especially in those scenes with Bruce and Falcone, or the scene with Batman and Falcone towards the end. And then the scene with young Bruce and young Carmine, when Carmine's brought to Thomas Wayne's house because he's been shot, and Thomas Wayne goes ahead and, as a favor to his dad, helps him out, and so I like that. I like that it added some layers, some complexity to the story, and gave Bruce something to kind of be chewing on and kind of like going back and forth about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as the story progressed, it got into one of my favorite fight scenes in the movie, and that's where the triad come into play. And they actually ambush Batman and have a really good ass fight. What you guys think of that triad?
Yeah, that was the best thing Batman did all movie.
Even though he still almost got whooped until Catwoman showed up.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the sad part. Yep.
Yeah, it was interesting because like he jumped in there to brawl like normal, and then as soon as he saw they had some skill, he kind of backed up. You could see him like calculate things, trying to figure out the best way to handle it.
Oh, wait, hold on, no slouches.
Yo, but he had a great move because dude had like that little chain kunai thing and went to swing it, and he hit it with the little batarang and like it smashed down dude's face. That was brutal.
Yeah.
Oh man, was that brutal?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. It was upsetting because fucking. Yeah, he got scared when he saw they could fight. He got scared. Yeah. Yeah. He was like in this. He did his best fucking moves when they were either tied up or subdued somehow.
Right?
Yeah. Like we was doing an interview. Like yeah. Oh yeah. Chairs are for criminals. You're innocent. Kick the chair from under him. It's like, bro. It's like, bro, you saved this dude from Grundy just to torture him in the fucking, in the fucking. Oh shit! Back at the precinct. Like,
Right.
dude, that's fucking stupid. You could have just sit there and let Grundy play with him for a little bit. You got the information out of him.
Right. Make it
No.
make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. A horrible cable sailor, bro.
Mm. Yeah. And so go back to Falcone's. We get introduced to the biggest red herring ever in Alberto Falcone. They set him up to be the bad guy. Like, I remember when I first watched it, I was suspecting her, and then I was like, wait, it might be him, but it's too obvious.
Yeah.
But,
So obvious.
well, and it's kind of weird because, you could tell, like, oh, you're supposed to play this big role. And then he dies, and you're like, oh, maybe not, But, I mean, the way he dies leads to a big role, and then you find out later he does play a bigger role. But, you can definitely tell he's like the black sheep of the family because he's runt in size, and he went to Oxford, and, yeah, he doesn't get any respect from the family, even though he's super smart.
Because he's a big bitch. Yeah. This is a crime family. Yeah, we do shit. We out here working, bro. We grinding.
Right?
And like you ain't doing shit. Yeah. How you like the biggest bitch in the room? And you like you the son of the father. Like, come on now. Oh nah.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't allowed to do anything.
Mm.
Yeah, every time he tried, he'd get knocked down. Like, he was like, oh, I don't think we should do this. And Carmine's like, no, I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
Yeah, no, because he's one of those people that like, all right, because I went to school, now I'm smarter than everybody. It's like, no, bitch. Yeah, he did try to pull that. He did try to pull that move, and like,
A little bit.
yeah,
But his
dude,
dad,
he had that fucking arrogance, and that was the problem. He didn't try to learn the actual business and learn like, all right, this is how we do things, this is how everything's run, and now use your brain to try to like figure out better ways to do it. No, he just comes right in like, no, we're gonna change this, we're gonna do this. Like, bitch, you don't even know what we're doing. I know,
but
You gotta earn your stripes and earn your fucking way. No. No, that's why he did this. Look, and instead of trying to do that, instead of trying to earn his way, no, he just sat around and did nothing, and then just fucking like threw his fucking hat in the ring every now and then.
His dad was worried about looking weak to the rest of the mobsters. He
Mm-hmm.
was not going to have anyone be a successor at all.
Yeah, that's
He
the same
mentioned
reason he gave
multiple
Sophia.
times with
Mm-hmm.
all the children that he was not going to look weak, which is why he lost his shit with him when he was like, "Well, I sent the flowers. It shows good. Like it wasn't us. We were conveying like sympathy." And he lost his shit because that was actually not the worst move.
Yeah,
Well,
no, that
he was.
Then, like,
no, that was
force.
a horrible move. Yeah, no, that was a horrible move. Dude, normally or a mob hit, if you send flowers, you're sending a message that yeah, we did this. Fuck y'all. That's what sending the flowers
Everybody
usually
sent
means.
flowers. You
Yeah.
gotta blend. You gotta.
But you gotta remember,
No, no,
he
not no,
wasn't
no,
mad
not
that
the
he sent
mob.
flowers.
Mm.
He wasn't mad that he sent flowers, though. He was mad that he did it on his own,
In their
representing the
name.
family in their
Yeah,
name. Yeah, he was
yeah.
mad that you made a move without running it through me. Yeah, and it very well could be for that reason. Like, hey, if we send that, it sends a message that you don't realize that it sends. But yeah, I agree though, Laura. It was a big thing about Carmine not wanting to look weak, and that's kind of shown throughout the whole movie. Because even when they're first having the meeting, and that guy loses his shit and his patience, and gets kind of uppity with Carmine, and they go show him the door in the floor, bro. He's like,
He talked over so fast.
The minute he raised his voice, he knew he fucked up. Like he raised his voice, and then you could see that look in his eyes. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like I was watching, I was like, oh, you about to die, brother.
Yeah, I feel the same thing. I was like, man, I was like, ooh, how to go kill him? Yeah, it's like you walk up behind him all slow, like, ooh, how they gonna do it? Yeah, yeah, toss him over the railing was a good one.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it gives you time to think about what you did.
Yeah. So because they're trying to find this killer who's killing on the holidays, they end up having a little bit of a Hannibal Lecter moment in going to Arkham Asylum to consult with the expert on holidays, Underman. Which I did not see coming, but it makes sense. It's like, hey, if somebody knows about a killer that's killing on days, Holiday Man should know. However, he's kind of helpful, but not super helpful. I mean,
No,
partly on their fault because they wouldn't listen to him, but partly on his fault too. I mean, what
yeah,
you guys think of the way they use Calendar Man in this movie?
yeah, but he's like Riddler though. Yeah, he speaks in riddles. It's hard to understand.
Yeah, he definitely was creepy. But it leads to a scene where Batman realizes the Joker has escaped. And that's what leads to the climax of this movie. Well, wait, is it the climax? Damn, both of them blend together in my head because I watched them back to back. But, it leads to the Joker going out there. And the Joker's running amok because the Joker doesn't like that there's another person out there killing because he should be the only psychopath. So he's trying to find the killer. However, of course, Batman and them are kind of suspecting him of being the killer and trying to stop him. Troy Baker ended up voicing the Joker in this movie, and he did a pretty good job. I enjoyed the Joker. There's a few moments where he was kind of off for me in the way he talked, but it was just very briefly. But overall, I liked it. What you guys feel about the way they used the Joker in this movie?
Man, I love me some Joker. I love him to death. Yeah, he's just a lovable asshole like me. He just
Yeah,
goes a little too far. Like, oh, I go too far a lot, but I don't go as far as he does.
he
Yeah.
be doing stuff too. Like I love the scene where he shows up in Carmine's room. Carmine pulls out the gun, tries to shoot him. He has the bullets. He's just like, "Hello."
Yes, yes. That's just hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
And
was
then they had to
goodbye
pull a
too.
classic. Oh, he did say goodbye. That's right.
That was a
Oh
funny
Yeah.
guy. That was hilarious. And it tickled him. He was so he was very proud of his joke.
yeah, he
Very
was.
proud.
Like I feel like the Joker just had a really good time in this movie. Like yeah, he got his butt kicked a little bit, but he just had a lot of fun. Like we even got
Yeah.
classic Joker in a biplane with canisters of gas, getting ready to spray everybody.
Flower with the acid.
And, and of course, Batman stops him. It's interesting too because Batman doesn't kill, but he pulls out that grapnel gun and points him blank in the face. Just like, don't kill me! And I was just like, okay, maybe it's early enough that it hasn't been established that bats won't kill. I don't know, but it was kind of weird.
He cut someone and then immediately jammed his hand into the wound, and I'm like, ooh, Bruce,
Yeah.
Batman, no,
Yeah.
too far. Break bones, Bruce, don't. That's blood transfer. That's blood packaging. Don't do that.
You're supposed to be smart. You're supposed to be a genius.
Right. You know all the dirt on your gloves, bro?
I know.
Poor Alfred.
Yeah.
Alfred.
Yeah.
I loved Alfred in this movie because we got the prototypical Alfred, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. Dude, he was funny as shit. He matched wits with Batman, and he was a good sounding board.
He was great. It was everything I love in Alfred in this movie. One of my favorite scenes is them in the kitchen during Thanksgiving, and he's pulling out the turkey, and Selina goes to grab, and he slaps her hand, and they both kind of look at each other and start laughing, and then he just has this incredible look on his face when he realizes a leg of the turkey's missing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she got him.
Yeah. No, she didn't get him, because right after that's when they show the scene where Bruce brings Solomon Grundy the turkey. So Bruce stole it out of the oven, and Alfred didn't notice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got skills. Yeah. Oh, no. Alfred's my dude.
How did you guys feel about that relationship, though? Like, I know I touched on it, but how did you like the relationship between Selina, Kyle, Catwoman, and Bruce Wayne Batman in this?
She's too good for him.
You know what? You might be right, because he ain't had them kids yet to kind of soften his hard edges.
Yeah.
What about you, Laura?
I really liked her, and I didn't like Bruce.
See?
See, you too.
He was kind of a little bitch. Like, he was annoying, and she was too good for him.
Yeah.
They
you just wanted to punch him in the chest.
Together, but,
I agree with you. Like, this Bruce, it's weird because he's not quite in that, like, I'm playing up the billionaire playboy who does all these crazy action stunts and things like that to explain my bruises and all the times I'm missing. Instead, we get a little bit of that when they show up at 8 a.m. to question Bruce. You know, Harvey Dent and Commissioner Gordon. He's like, Alfred makes a mean Mai Tai. And Gordon's like, it's 8 a.m. Yeah, and then he stops himself from judging. He's like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Now I want to try Alfred's Mai Tai, though, because I bet he does make a really good Mai Tai.
Right? For real. Yeah. But then Bruce wasn't convincing even then. Yeah. It's like, bro, like, is it like no one ever sees you out anywhere? You don't really go anywhere, So, like, yeah, we're supposed to, like, just believe that you're out kicking it. Shit. Like, no. I don't know. Yeah. It's like, I can't do it. I can't believe you.
And touching on Catwoman, I do want to give a shout out to Naya Rivera, who
I was waiting to say that. I was waiting to say that.
Yeah, I loved her on Glee, and this was her last credit role before she passed away.
Yeah, that was sad. I was just a big fan of hers.
She killed it too. She killed it. She played that role so good. Her voice is top notch in this. Yeah, but we also get introduced to. We get to see when we're in Arkham several versions of the different villains that later on come into play. But we get to see Scarecrow. We get to see Cobblepot. What you laugh about?
Scarecrow don't do shit in this movie. He gets fucked up so quick. So quick.
No.
Oh, dude. I know exactly what you about to do. Nope.
I like the design of Scarecrow so much, but that first initial fight with Batman had me rolling because Batman thought he was ready and he wasn't. Because he gassed him and he had the mask on and everything, and then next thing you know, you hear Shank. And he got a needle sticking out. I'm like, bro, how is your suit not needle proof?
Right?
I'm like, how is that? Like it don't make no sense to me. I was like, what? But he learned his lesson. He learned his lesson though, because let me tell you, in that second fight, he kept his distance.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the second fight was great. Yeah. But then I swear this is like Team Batman.
Uh,
Yeah,
and once
but
again,
dude,
who shows up to save his ass? Catwoman.
Catwoman, of course.
Batman, he, of course, like most of the time with fear gas, he starts imagining his parents' death, and he ends up in Crime Alley at the location, scares the shit out of some other family that's watched the movie. Is he okay? I don't know. Just leave him there.
Dude, no, that's why, dude. That's why I said, "Fuck Gotham City, fuck Gotham City." Like, dude, they saw exactly who he was. You know who this is, and you see he's hurt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. The
Which is
mom, are you
interesting.
all right? Yeah. Who cares? Just leave him. Like, motherfucker, that's Batman. He been saving y'all's asses for years. Like, you really? Who cares? Just leave him. Like, bro.
You know,
I know. Fuck Gotham. Let Gotham burn.
I feel like somewhere in between that and the end, the wife had to have some conversation with him because that's the same couple that shows up for the trick or treating and the kids dressed as Batman.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same. I caught it because the hair's the same on the wife. And that's why I was like, oh, it's the same couple. Okay. Yeah, so that was kind of interesting. But yeah, that shit was messed up. And then he hallucinates that Selina is his mom.
That's a Freudian something or another.
Yeah.
And then, right.
Yeah.
They never show her drive either, so I'm trying to figure out how she got Batman's big ass all the way to the manor.
I need your help. Can
That's
you
what I
send us a
thought.
taxi?
Yeah, I was like,
most likely.
send
Yeah.
the Batmobile. Well, no, because Alfred was surprised when like he got the knock at the door and there's Bruce crawling up the stairs. So she didn't call Alfred. So I'm like, she called a cab and just like put a blanket on his ass.
No, she probably used the cart. Yeah, she probably.
Put him in a shopping cart. You know what?
No,
That makes
not
the
the
most
shopping
damn
cart.
sense.
No, the car that the car the Scarecrow used to get him there.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Shopping cart. The shopping cart would have been funnier though. Got his legs dangling over the front.
Yo, that would have had me rolling if they really would have did that.
They should have
Oh my
showed that.
gosh.
I would have cried.
She is a master thief. She could have just stolen a car, borrowing it, and then bringing it back later. Never.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds more like her, really.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Anyway, so the first movie basically ends with them still not knowing who the holiday killer is. Batman gets the idea that it might be Alberto, and so he goes to confront him. Selina ends up confronting him first, and during the confrontation, he gets shot and killed by the real holiday. And they realize, dun dun dun, it wasn't him. Well, if it wasn't him, who is it?
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Which leads to the very first end credit scene, which is Carmine trying to convince Batman to give over some deeds. And Bruce Wayne, not Batman. Bruce Wayne kind of saying no. And then Carmine introduces him to his lady friend, a friend that has bright red hair and goes to grip Bruce's arms, and vines start to come out. And that's where things end. And it ends up leading to the opening of the first movie, which is another reason why this Batman fucking sucks ass. Because we get a Batman who has been put under the spell of poison ivy. And he's living this romantic dream with this woman where he just wants to stay in it forever. And then here he is having to sign these papers over and over again. And she got Alfred too, because I was wondering at first, I'm like, where the fuck's Alfred at? But she got Alfred too. And then we find out, as all this is going on, several more holidays take place, and Batman and Bruce Wayne have been missing for 3 fucking months.
Put that shit together.
3
Right?
months, and I'm just like, that was my thought too. I was like, well, I don't know how he's gonna just show back up and not have people suspicious, but
The
yes,
people are
and then
stupid.
they really are. But then it leads to one of the other really good fight scenes in the movie, and that's Catwoman shows up to save the day. And she has a damn good fight against Poison Ivy. Like, the action in that I thought was really well done.
Yeah. Yeah. Poison Ivy showed up and showed out.
She really did.
Yeah, she was not playing.
Oh, nah, they did her justice. Because sometimes they don't be showing her as powerful as she surely should be. And in this, she's powerful. But I'll tell you this. So, all right, if your kids listen, this might be earmuff time. So, yo, the way when they introduced her is she pulled him up and wrapped her legs around him and then pulled him into that thing. Y'all think she was essaying him? You know, getting her a little Brucey Bruce while she had him under her spell. I mean, it's
Oh, yeah,
3
most
months.
definitely.
You know, she had to be. Like you don't wrap your legs around somebody like that and pull him into like, you know, she Homer Simpson him. She wrapped her legs and pulled Homer Simpson. I was like, oh damn! In 3 months, yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
Bruce
no.
better get checked that chlorophyll chlamydia or whatever the hell she got.
All of it. Check it all.
Yeah, but I thought that was interesting. I was like, wait, what are you doing? I was like, whoa. Yeah, so
So he
all
can't
this
say
is
it was all
going
bad.
on. No, it wasn't. It wasn't all bad. He must have enjoyed himself. Though knowing Bruce, probably not.
Yeah. No, this feels too good. I can't be happy.
hmm So the second movie, we lost one Falcone kid. Well, no, two in the first movie because Vincent died too. But we get introduced to the daughter. We get introduced to Sophia Falcone, which, if you've watched any other Batman stuff, like whether it's the Penguin or you watch Gotham, you know she's a badass. It's an absolute unit. And like I said, the way they drew her, I mean, I'm gonna be real. On one hand, it was kind of cool because you don't see a lot of really built women like that in animation. You know, and when you do, they're usually just fat, not built, buff. But they did a really good job animating it, so it came off like she's powerful. But she shows up, you know, because they're under attack, and she's like, "I want to sit at the table, Dad." And he, nope. Falcone once again wasn't having it. You know, but what did you think of her through the movie and how they utilized her in the story, Laura?
Really wish they didn't kill her off at the end. I really liked her. I was really hoping for more from her.
Wait, did she die? Because I thought they showed a scene where she was under the rubble and then she set up.
And then she fell out the window with Selina.
She fell out the window.
Hold you. And then Selina was like, "Let go." She let go, and she fell and died.
Oh, that's
And
right.
she-
I don't think she'll be dead though. Like if they ever make a sequel, I think she'll be alive. As big as she is,
As big as she is. That's messed up.
well, no. I mean, she got all that muscle to break the fall.
Yeah,
And don't they usually show her like I'm pretty sure in like some of the comics they show her with like a really crazy neck brace and stuff. Yeah, okay. You know what? That's what I'm thinking of. So she has the same thing happen in the sequel comic book. They actually bring her back. So I doubt they're ever gonna do a sequel to this, but maybe they'll bring her back. But she actually survives it with broken bones. Like she broke her neck and she's in like the neck head brace little halo thing. Yeah.
Does not lick yourself thing?
Yeah, okay. That's what it was because I was getting things confused because I read the comic book. She's also, I don't know if both of you have watched The Penguin
No,
yet,
not yet.
but she plays a pretty big role in The Penguin. It's good. It's good. The Batman as a movie was aight. It definitely had like my favorite version of Gotham, but overall wasn't a great Batman movie to me, but The Penguin was an amazing show.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all ever get a chance to check it out?
Yeah,
check
I
it
do want to
out.
watch. I do want to watch the Penguin. I keep forgetting about it. Like right now, I'm watching the Warrior, but I should probably pick up the Penguin after that. Yeah,
Nice.
actually, that's one of the things. I want to say, this movie actually gave me the Batman vibes. But yeah, garbage ass Batman. Okay. Yeah,
I think you had it right. It's a Timu Batman.
Timu Batman, yeah. Well, I could forgive it too if it was like year 2, year 3 Batman, but this is like year 4 Batman. You know, like he done enough that you got a whole Rose Gallery, Arkham Asylum's built. You know, like
Back computer. He's got
Mhm.
the
yeah,
Batmobile.
yeah. And they already had the
Right.
Bat symbol.
His cave is outfit.
Yeah, I'm
mhm.
like yeah,
Yeah. So he ain't got no business talking about some 4 years in. Like I'm supposed to be the world's greatest detective. Like, duh.
She's like, what you out here doing? Like,
It's just like the Batman. That was the other thing I didn't like about the Batman is they made such a big deal about we're showing a Batman that's a detective. Batman didn't do no detective
Bro.
work. All he did was gather evidence for Alfred to do all the fucking
yeah,
detective work.
he didn't do shit. And like, oh, and he was the loudest Batman ever, just stomping on the fucking scenes. Dude, I was mad as shit. I'm like, dude, like, no, you're supposed to be fighting from the shadows. Like, how they hear you coming a block away? You sorry as shit. And, like, yeah. And
Yeah,
he didn't really save
I
anybody.
doubt.
Everybody he tried to save died. Like the entire movie. Everybody.
It was
Yeah.
terrible. I can't believe they're making another one.
Yeah.
James Gunn, I know you ain't listening, but if you is, the next Batman movie that you make that's actual canon Batman, lean into the camp a little bit like you did with Superman. I want Batman family. I need some Robin and some Nightwings and some Jason Todd and spoilers. Like, give us good Batman. Give us old Batman with Batgirl and, established Bat family, because that's the Batman we all love and we deserve to have.
At least
Yeah.
one orphan.
At least
Yeah,
one
at least
orphan.
one. At least
Yeah.
one.
No,
You know?
started out with a fucking like Robin at that age where he's ready to dip out. So then we could
I'm
get
hearing.
another movie, a sequel movie with him leaving leaving to become Nightwing. You know, before he gets one of the others.
Yeah. That way, when he goes to the Teen Titans and everything,
Yeah, yeah,
that'd
you
be
can
dope.
branch out and do all that extra stuff. You just got to start it right. Yeah, don't do the normal DC
Yeah, if
thing
you
and just
do it
fucking
right, we
rush
can get
everything.
that Jason Todd story, and I like that Jason Todd story, man. Under the Red Hood is still one of my favorite Batman animated movies to this day.
Man, dude, they did him so wrong. Dude, I know.
It was the fans' fault. The fans got a vote on
No,
that.
dude, no. Joker's undefeated against the Robins.
Bro, he's so undefeated, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, he just stay whooping on him.
yeah, no,
Oh my gosh. Especially when you found out like Under the Red
yeah.
Hood. Or not Under the Red Hood, but Batman Beyond, The Return of the Joker. He continues that streak, just tearing the Robins
Yeah,
up. Oh.
He
and
chose
he loves
to
killing Robin.
adopt the kid.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what we do
Killing
around here.
Oh, one thing I do like about this being an early Batman movie is we didn't get Harley Quinn. And I'm not saying that because I don't like her. I love the character. She's hilarious. But I feel like we've been oversaturated, and she tends to, like, just take over. And so, like, I'm kind of glad she wasn't in this movie, just for that fact alone. But we do get to see the Mad Hatter and him and so they end up letting out the criminals from
Yeah.
Arkham and breaking them out, and we get to see the Mad Hatter, and they got the short version of the Mad Hatter running around with Scarecrow, acting a fool, riding these damn horses and stuff. Him, Poison Ivy, they looking like the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse walking down Gotham. That'd be rolling,
That shit was hilarious.
you know. It's also in this movie that we get to see the transformation of Harvey Dent that we touched on earlier, as the acid thrown in his face, and he fully embraces the Two-Face personality. And I loved him as Two-Face. Like, his version of Two-Face was great. He's like, I don't have to decide anymore. Good head, bad head.
Yes, that was great. I don't know, all heads good heads
Mm-hmm.
still.
Right.
Yeah. But dude, no. Because the first coin flip though they did in this movie wasn't as Two Face. It was Harvey Dent. It was Harvey Dent and Batman
Mm-hmm.
deciding on whether they should burn the money.
Yes, whether they should
Dude,
burn the
I
money.
laughed hard. No, yeah, because they're talking about like the whole scene is kind of like a solemn, serious scene, and they're like, all right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Batman's like, all right, just flip for it. He's like, all right, pull out this coin. All right, let's see how it goes. You show the coin going up in the air. All of a sudden, you see a bunch of fire trucks flying through Gotham. I laughed so hard.
Yes.
I was like, why do they got to do the scene like that? Yeah.
For real though, for real.
Oh,
Well, and it's cool because they actually give you a little Easter egg where they establish, without actually saying it, that it was Bruce that gave him the coin. Because you see Bruce get the coin from Marconi. Or not Marconi, but Falcone. Which is quite interesting because I wonder if Harvey Dent knew that, like, if Bruce told him where he got that coin from and how he feel about it.
that's good thought.
Yeah. Just something interesting, just
Deep
wondering.
dive. Think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, just think
Yeah.
about it. Yeah, and so we get basically them going through the rest of the movie trying to figure out what's going on while Harvey Dent's making this transformation, and the Falcones are kind of on the warpath. And during that, we have a thing where Sal Maroni, who is secretly dating, Luigi Maroni. Wait, is Luigi the son and Sal's the
Yeah.
dad?
So, yeah. Sal's the one in
Okay,
charge.
they're yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's
Sal,
what I
yeah.
think. Sal's the one in charge. Yes. So okay, it took me a minute because I was like, wait, I know that don't sound right. So because I got their names listed there, but I should have put who they were next to those two.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Sal
But
Maroni's like
anyways, it
MIA
turns
in this
out
movie.
Luigi. They show him briefly before he dies, right? Yeah. Yeah, because it's Maroni. Luigi's dating the daughter. He's dating Sophia, and they go to see his dad, Luigi, or not Luigi, Sal. And yeah, because Sal dies. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So yeah, they go to see Sal Maroni, who's old, and he's talking to his dad, and it happens to be Father's Day, and Holiday strikes again and ends up killing Sal Maroni. But before they kill Sal, Sal's talking to Luigi about what's going on with this war between the Falcones and the Maronis and peace and making peace. And it's interesting because that's what leads to this whole thing with Dent getting damaged by the acid is they set Dent up with this whole thing of like, hey, I want to turn on Falcone. I'm going to name names. I just want protection. And that leads to the courtroom scene.
Yeah. Where everybody's
where we
roasting
get
him.
that transformation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because do answer none of the questions. He owned the stand dogging the shit out of Dent.
He was like he threw him off by not actually testifying the way he's supposed to, and then started just clowning him. And then he pulled out the little bottle, talking about some indigestion or whatever, and I was like, oh shit, here it comes. Yeah. So we end up having them trying to figure out what's going on. Halloween comes around. All these criminals are out and about doing things. They're trying to stop it, and there had been an attempt made before Harvey had the court on Harvey's life at that point, And because of that, they have Gilda, who, let's talk about her a little bit. We talked about her and the fact that you didn't like her design, Laura. But let's talk about this overall character. Gilda Dent is introduced as Harvey's wife. And she plays this kind of dutiful, at-home wife that just seems sad and depressed all the time. And at first it seems like it's because Harvey always is busy and his work's before her. But then stuff's mentioned about having kids and how she can't have kids. And, yeah. Well, and Harvey's kind of a dick sometimes to her, in my opinion. Because he'll say shit and then she'll answer him. And then he, acts like she said something different. Like, he's like, yeah, let's have kids. She's like, I can't have kids and don't want them because of that. He's like, there's other ways. It's okay. We'll do it anyway. You'll be happy, And so I'm like, this relationship clearly isn't a good relationship. And so, she kind of seems all sad and downtrodden, But that's where the police, because of the fact that, hey, this killer's going to strike again. It's a holiday. We need you protected. Put her under police protection. And we get introduced to a young Renee Montoya.
Yay.
Yeah.
I like her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and so all this is going on as Falcone, also with a police protection, because of the fact that Holiday Killer's after him, is dealing with all them coming after him. And that's where we get really cool scenes of all the villains working together to distract the cops so they all leave Falcone and then come after Falcone. And we get that awesome scene with the Penguin, the Joker, the Mad Hatter, Scarecrow, and Poison Ivy all at once fighting against Batman and Catwoman as they show up to protect Falcone. Yeah, so what did you guys think of that scene?
Yeah. But you actually see that fucking Poison Ivy did not want to work with Falcone at all. Yeah.
You could tell. Yeah. Yeah, you could definitely tell that she just did that for money.
Yeah, she was not liking the people.
Yeah. But that whole scene leads to basically the revelation towards the end that Batman ends up having, um, because by the end of the scene, Harvey, a lot happens. I don't want to go too far into details, but they end up killing off Carmine. Sophia ends up dying. Hopefully, we'll get a sequel and she's not dead. So the whole Falcone line basically gets wiped out just about in this movie. And then Harvey Dent turns himself in, confesses to all the killing, and we realize that no, it wasn't you. You're trying to protect somebody. Even in that state of mind, he truly loved Gilda, because even in that state of mind, he was willing to sacrifice himself to save her.
Yeah. Don't say we. No, Batman finally realized. We already knew.
Yeah. Batman finally put it together. Now, mind you, I mean, he didn't have
many
clues.
There were lots of clues. There were lots of clues. And him and Harvey are friends. He'd been to their house. He seen that bitch. He knew. Oh, no. Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't at all.
No.
No. Real Detective Batman would have had that figured out.
Yeah. I knew with less clues.
He figures it out. Yeah. He basically figures it out by happenstance and then shows up as she's burned all the evidence and listens to her story and then lets her go. And I'm like, Batman wouldn't let her go.
Yeah.
He's like, are you going to tell Gordon? And he doesn't say anything. So I'm hoping he's just like, I'm not going to do you, but the police going to get you.
No, he just left.
Yeah, but with what evidence?
Right? I know. She burned it all. Like the minute she went to put the gun in there.
He stood there and watched her burn it all. He let her. Like, that was Batman. No. He's like, no, batarang to the forehead. Like, dude, like, no.
Talking about, all I want to know is this holiday is done. She's like, no, he's finished.
It takes one bad day. Fucking holiday.
Right.
All it takes, like what happens? What happens the next time she dates some dude and her family don't like her, and all of a sudden on Thanksgiving
she murdered
kills them
dozens
all.
of people.
What you gonna do? You gonna feel bad? And he just lets her go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another death.
Right.
Okay, Dave.
Another death.
No.
Thought you said holiday was fish. Well, he started.
No, like, bro.
Fall equinox.
Yeah. You can't trust somebody who's already killed dozens of people.
Yeah, that was wow. Oh no, not grandparents. That's horrible. Oh jeez. I loved all the obscure holidays too. It's just like, damn, dude, like you're killing all.
Labor Day. That's what. You're supposed to take a break.
Arbor Day.
Yeah, you're supposed to be resting that day.
Right? Yeah, for real. St. Patrick's Day, killing people. That was a cool one. Valentine's Day, just all the holidays. Yeah. Oh, and Solomon Grundy was part of that whole fight scene too, and he was whooping ass. Like they wouldn't have did all the damage they did if he wasn't there. Like he helped because they was with it. Sophia came out with 2 machine guns blazing, bah, bah, bah. And Falcone, when he seen his daughter die, he lost it. And I mean, that man was on point. He had the best aim out of everybody because he was peppering Grundy. Grundy had to like hold back a little bit,
Yeah.
But yeah,
Grundy, he gonna stop somebody.
He is. All right. So that being said, we end up on this point of Batman being kind of more happy and having these conversations with Alfred, and then they get some trick-or-treaters, and Selina's there wearing a robe because they've been doing it, and he seems content, and that's how we end things. So overall, how'd y'all feel about the movie?
Every character was good except Batman. I ain't go lie. I ain't go push it around it. Like all the rest of the characters were great. Batman's garbage.
I don't want to. Like he was just an absolute fucking dickhead. Like not a good. He wasn't great. He wasn't a great Batman. He was a fair to meh Batman. So
horrible detective. Wasn't the best at fighting. Like did his great fighting. Like when the criminals are already tied up. And and he was dick to his friends. Like. Yeah, the only one who was actually cool with him was Selina. That was it.
That was it. The only one.
Yep.
On the boat.
Yeah, they broke up, but then they got back together. But yeah, they kind of on and off.
They're
I mean, pretty much. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's pretty standard.
Yeah. I gotta agree though. Like, it's a good movie, both parts. It started off a little slow, but it was a really good movie. I enjoyed it, but I did not enjoy Batman's portrayal. I felt like they went too hard on trying to make him like this is an experienced Batman.
Yeah, come on now. Yeah, you can't make him that inexperienced. That's fuck.
Yeah, make him a little smarter. But at the same time, I get it. Y'all didn't want Batman to figure out in 5 minutes and not have a movie. You had to spread over 2 parts, which meant you had to make Batman a little inept, not give him much prep time, all that stuff.
Yeah. Still though, she could have killed enough people in 3 months for them to figure it out, and have a movie. You got to give him a whole year. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 3 months of that, he was Poison Ivy's bitch.
All
So,
right.
I mean,
Yeah. She still
That's
had.
true.
She still had 9 months.
That's true.
Yeah. 9 months.
Who knows?
9 months.
If
Of
Poison
his
Ivy hadn't had him, he might have figured it out. It might have changed a lot. Harvey Dent might not become Two-Face. The Falcone, Carmine would still be alive. Sal would still be alive. But damn Poison Ivy.
But would that have been better
Which
though?
is funny because that's Carmine's fault.
To have yeah,
No.
to have Sal and Carmine still alive. To have the whole fucking Falcone family still alive. That's gonna be great.
It might be, because without them, it left a power vacuum, and all the freaks end up having their gangs now. Which is another thing they touched on is like the whole idea of like it's your fault all these freaks are here, Batman. Which is always yeah.
it was gonna happen no matter what. It happens.
Yeah,
everywhere.
all the time.
Well, and honestly, I hate that narrative because to me, I feel like the really fringe freaks, the Jokers, Poison Ivies, they aren't a product of Batman necessarily, but a product of the police corruption and the mafia influence on Gotham as a whole. Because almost all of them have something that ties to the mafia or ties to police corruption that leads them to be
pretty
where
much.
they're at. Not all of them, but a good
I
amount.
don't think Poison Ivy.
Yeah, not her. I forget exactly. I know she was a college student and had something happen, but I don't think it had any mob ties to it. Yeah. So that's about like one of the few, Before we wrap it up and give our rating, any scenes or anything that we didn't talk about that you guys want to touch on? Oh, yeah, I see you nodding, Laura. What you got?
Yeah. So, poor Alfred. He's fucking carving pumpkins, making Halloween nice for the mansion. Bruce is a fucking dick being like, we don't have any kids. What the fuck are you doing? Fuck you, Bruce. Go
Right?
yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Go to sleep.
we know you ain't about to go eat all that
Yeah.
candy. It's like, just close the gate.
Right?
Right.
Thanksgiving, he's a wet blanket.
Yeah.
And then back to, Halloween part 2, and he was still being a complete dick.
But the kid showed up, and Alfred was like,
Yeah.
But poor Alfred. Like, I'm watching that, and I'm just like,
Dude, if I was Alfred, I'd go for the real holiday.
he was such a
Yeah,
dick.
no, I'd go for the real holiday. April Fool's Day.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, Batman better be hiding under the bed, nigga. Yeah. April 1st, start midnight. I'm pucking them all day. You got 24 hours of shit getting fucked up for you.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's too funny.
The one night Batman doesn't work a year is fucking April Fool's Day. Yeah, because all his shit's fucked up. Like, what? Yeah. Yeah.
All right, real
Wait, hold
quick
up.
before
Wait, there's one more thing. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
One thing we had to touch on Captain
Alright.
Gordon. I can't believe we didn't touch on it earlier. But how fucking awesome my motherfucker is. And this to me was like one of the best versions of him. Alright. Yeah, Captain Gordon.
Jim Gordon.
Yeah. No, just his line. Like we bend the rules, we don't break bend the rules, don't break them. And I'll do what I can to protect you.
Yes.
Like just that line alone,
I like
I'm
that. Yeah.
that's the dude right there. That's the dude. Yeah, I'll do whatever I can to protect you. Yeah, he said that to Batman too, both of them. Like, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, watching this makes me want to rewatch Gotham.
Oh yeah, Gotham.
Because Gotham, as much as people gave that show crap, like I got a friend to this day that still won't watch it because he's like, Batman show with no Batman. I'm like, motherfucker, they put Batman in it at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, watch it. But that show was really good. There is so much. I mean, there is so much cheese too, but it was good in so many ways. especially the Riddler. And we didn't get no
Yeah,
Riddler on this, but
yeah.
yeah.
No, dude, no. I love the Penguin in Gotham. He was great. Yeah, yeah.
He
Oh,
was
I didn't
great
know
too. Yes,
when
the
he
Penguin was
was meeting with the
fantastic.
mayor and the mayor. All of a sudden, the mayor fucking had like two waiters. Yeah, like two waiters. He's like, yeah, I see three moves ahead. I was like, everybody in the bar turned around with guns. He's like, yeah, well, I see 12 moves ahead, bitch. I was like, yes. I'm like, oh, dude. Like, bro, you is not
Oh,
nobody.
that's classic. Yeah, I think that's going to end up on my rewatch list really, really soon because it's been a minute. All right. Oh, you
Oh,
haven't? Ooh. When you get a chance, as a huge Batman fan that you are, if you ever start watching, let me know because I definitely want to know what you think.
I've tried a long time ago, but I think life and stuff got in the way, so it just fell off.
yeah.
Got you. Yeah, if I end up rewatching before you do, I'll let you know if it still stands up. All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap this up because I know you gotta get going to work, CJ, and I know me and Laura are probably ready to eat and relax. So that being said, we are going to rate it. So out of 1 through 5, what would you give Batman: The Long Halloween Part 1 and 2 combined? Laura, we'll start with you.
I'm thinking a 3.85.
Okay, 3.85 from Laura. High praise there. I am going to give it myself. I'm going to give it. You know what? I like what you did. I'm going to give it a little bit lower. I'm going to go with a 3.75. And then CJ, what you got over there, brother?
I can't. I gotta go like 3.3.
3.3, okay.
I was gonna go 3.75, but I'm like,
Yeah.
it had some good
Yeah.
things in it.
It did have some good stuff. Like, there's a lot. Like CJ said, I like just about everything but
Yeah,
Batman.
yeah, and that's why I had to bring it so low. So like our combined score is 3.6.
The only
We got
reason I went
3.6. Yeah, that's why I had to bring
3.6,
it so low.
that's not bad.
It's a
So
it's a
3.6 out of
Batman movie. And he's the worst thing in it.
But the voice actor's good.
yeah.
Dude, the
Jason
voice
Eccles
actor
did a
is
good
good.
job voicing Batman
But
here, and he's actually somebody I would love to see play live action Batman too.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it just depends on what age he's at, you know. But I like me some Jason Eccles. I'm sad that the new show that he did on Prime, I didn't like it. I thought
what
it was
show?
not very good. Did
The
you watch
Boys?
it? No, not The Boys. He has another show on Prime. It's called it's a cop show, and I can't think of the name. Countdown. And on paper, it sounded awesome because it's like this task force of cops and DEA agents, and they're all trying to track down some terrorist stuff. But it fell flat for me, and I was sad. But he's on Tracker, so I'll see him on Tracker with Green Arrow. Oh, Green Arrow, not Stephen Amell Green Arrow, but what's his name? I can't think of his damn name right now. Smallville Green Arrow, Justin Hartley. Yeah. Which, if y'all ain't seen Tracker, it's a good show. Okay, let's go ahead and say our goodbyes so we can get done here. And then just throw out a show that you're watching, starting with CJ. Justin Hartley? Yeah, that was the Green Arrow. No, that was Green Arrow. Aquaman's Alan Richardson, the big dude from Blue Mountain State. Yeah, and he's on a show similar to Tracker, which is probably why you're thinking it, because he's on Reacher. Yeah. All right, so go ahead and say your goodbyes and what you watching, CJ. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. I love some Kite Man, too. I was so glad when they gave him his own show because he's one of my favorite characters. And then they did him kind of dirty. I was like, ah. So I was glad he got a show. What about you, Laura?
I am still working on Alien Earth.
What do you think so far?
It's slow. It's a slow burn.
It's so good, though. It's so good. Like, yes and no. So there's a new episode that came out yesterday, but that was the finale of the season.
It's like 9 episodes.
Yeah. But it does sound like they're going to get a second season. Yeah. I love it. Like you said, it's slow, and they give you so much information that you have to pay a lot of attention, especially they do some jumping around in time. Especially one episode in particular, I was like, what the fuck? Did I miss an episode? And then I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, the aesthetics and everything are just, it's good, man. As an Aliens fan, I'm loving it.
Yeah. I recommend binging it. It's long, but like if you stop and then come back, multiple times I'm like, where the fuck what's going on? I am
Yes.
lost. And then I'm like, okay, I think I'm back. And then, yeah, but they're good.
Excellent. So for me, I started watching a show the other day that I've always kind of put off watching because even though I like watching police procedurals and police shows, it just never sounded like a show I would like. But I finally watched an episode of Blue Bloods the other day, and I'm hooked. And I've been watching the hell out of that show. I was like, this is like a really good cop show, and like Tom Selleck is a handsome ass man. Even being old as shit, he's a handsome ass man. So like, him playing the dad on the show and just being like, hey, I'm gonna take care of everything as the police commissioner. It's kind of cool, and I like that we see different levels, like the street cop, the detective, in the political side with the commissioner. And so far, I'm only halfway through the first season, but I'm like, okay, I like this show, and I might watch the spinoff show that's coming out, especially because it got Sequoia Martin Green, and that's my girl. All right, y'all. Well, we're going to wrap it up. This has been Toontastic Journeys. I appreciate you coming on this journey with us. We always appreciate any comments. Let us know how you feel about the new video format. And be on the lookout for the new episode dropping next week. If you want to know what the episode's going to be, pay attention to our social medias and stay tuned. We are out.